Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Allen Family Firewood. We're down here in Long Island, New York, and we're with Matt. He's the owner of Carta Equipment.
Hello, everybody. And we are the U.S. distributor for the Rex and the Super Axe equipment, which is behind us.
Toys, you guys. We got toys to play with.
The first two we're going to try out.
We're gonna break the video up into probably 2 different videos. Yes, dear? She makes the videos, so I think just for right now, we're gonna work with these 3 pieces of equipment, and then some of the other stuff that you saw in the opening, we'll do for a second video. You guys have probably seen, if you've been to the Paul Bunyan show in Ohio, you've probably seen this all before. They have the Rex splitter over there. They have the hopper feeder that kind of puts rounds onto the table for you so you don't have to pick them up. And they had this down there as well last year. I think this is the unit you tried to get us to take home from the show last year.
It is. It is.
It just seemed way too big for us, but it's not that big now that I've looked at it. I mean, I looked at it last year, but it seemed bigger.
Maybe I'll try to get you to take it home again.
I don't know. Will it fit in the trailer?
We'll make anything fit.
There we go.
All right.
But we're going to start getting things fired up and play with at least this equipment for this video. And then the next video we'll jump to the other stuff. But
Absolutely.
If you guys have any questions, we'll address it again at the end of the video. But you can put
We'll put Matt's contact information there for you, but we'll be asking him questions too at each piece of equipment, and hopefully that'll cover some of what you're thinking, and we'll go from there.
The other thing that he's gonna, well, I don't know if it's easier for them to call you with questions
Wherever they prefer. Call
or to
email,
leave
either.
or email. Do you want to answer questions in the comments or not?
They can send an email.
Send
Probably
an email.
easier to email or phone, and he'll answer all your questions.
Yeah. All right, let's go play, guys.
Go play.
All right, you guys, we're gonna start off with the Super Axe 4150, correct?
Correct.
And Matt's gonna tell us what we need to know about this bad boy.
A few different options. I bring them in with a Honda motor, electric oil cooler. You have an option of a conveyor or no conveyor. The other option we have is a dual hand control for safety. This one has a single hand control, and there is an option of a foot pedal for someone that wants a foot pedal.
That's
And
key right there.
it does happen to have a log lift.
Oh yeah, yep. And that's run off from this. So it's all one contained unit. You've got your log lift, you've got the conveyor going out. It's electric start, I'm assuming?
Electric start.
Honda motor. But we ain't gonna use the log lift today. Cause you got one of these things. These are cool.
Something brand new.
Yeah. It's a, what do you call it? A hopper feeder?
It is a hopper feeder with a belt on the bottom. It holds 1 cord rounds.
That's pretty slick. That's what, that's gotta be all of 2 feet wide. The conveyor in the bottom. And I'm guessing about 6 feet across at the top. And lengthwise,
12 feet, I believe it is.
yeah, it looks to be about 12 feet. All on an axle with a, you got a trailer hitch on. Yeah, this
Yes,
thing's
it
got
does.
a whole hitch on it, so you can just tow it down the road. And that's rugged, guys. I don't know how thick that plate is. Is that quarter? That looks like 1/4-inch plate, and it's all one piece. It's not welded. I mean, the supports are, but that's rugged. I don't think I could break that.
I don't know, we could try.
Oh, trust me, if it can be busted, I'll bust it. I'd break anything. This is pretty cool. I'm interested. This is nifty. I like that. Let's fire this splitter up and let's see how everything works.
Let's have some fun.
We'll get the loader, we just dump the rounds right in, right?
Right in.
Oh, this is going to be neat. Let's get going. Holy shnikes, you guys. Look at the piston on this thing. That is huge. Look, I mean, that is, I don't know what that's, 3, 3.5-inch bore piston, 26 ton. That has got some beef to it, I can tell you that. This is the controller. The machine's not running. Well, it's probably, yeah, it is run off the battery, but it runs the conveyor so that you can bring it to any height you want. You can go way up with it if you'd like, but we'll probably just leave it down for today. But this is pretty cool. I say we get things fired up and get it running here.
So what'd you think?
I'm impressed. I mean, I've used a few different vertical splitters in the past. The table height is perfect. That is, I mean, it don't get, that's where you want the table height. There's no question about that. It had plenty of power. I picked a nasty, twisted piece of crap, and that it isn't going to. I don't think you could put anything in front of that you can't split with it.
You could tell me. I know it's not as fast as yours.
Well, no, ours is definitely faster, but it's you're not going to cut your you're not going to cut your thumbs off with this either. But I could see a foot pedal. Maybe that's because I'm used to using a foot pedal, but that works. I mean, I didn't have any issue with that. It seemed to do good.
You like the cleaner? Get rid of some of that trash?
That's pretty slick, especially for using the hopper thing. I wasn't sure what those were for, but I mean, normally you just have a log lift on here, but you've got sawdust and all your other crap. I know for
rocks, garbage, trash.
Everything, it all comes on the table, and I'm constantly sweeping the table off. And with a log lift, your stuff's going to roll across here. You can just slide it across. I've never seen that on a splitter before. That's pretty nifty. I like how you guys did that.
How's your back feeling?
Oh, This thing, you guys, yeah. I mean, you guys have seen me. I'm usually turning around into the bucket, muckling one of them rounds and setting it on the table. That's a 100 and, it looks like a piece of oak. It's probably 100 and some odd pounds. And I'm normally going to grab that and swing around or pick it up off the ground, put it here. There isn't any of that with this thing. That is, you just push a button and it brings the rounds to you. And this is a separate unit from this. You can buy just that, correct?
Yes, you can. And it can go to any current splitter that someone may have. Disconnect your log lift and connect this.
It's just 2 hydraulic lines. Long as you have a log lift on your splitter.
Correct.
This has 2 quick connects. Quick connected onto yours.
Put it to those lines and use your same
log
valve.
lift line.
Yep.
Same valve. So you're not really changing anything.
Not at all.
That just took the work out of it and made my life a lot easier not having to move the rounds.
It also speeds up production because it does hold 1 quart of rounds.
That will hold, I'm going to say that's got to hold at least 1/4 rounds in there.
Absolutely.
And I'm from Maine, so we'd probably have sideboards and probably fit 2 quart on it because we got to push everything to the limit. But I think it would move it. No, it didn't have any issue moving that little bit of wood.
Not at all.
And that's some weight. There's a fair amount of weight there, and it didn't even, that's going to move whatever you put in it. But to not have to lift the rounds up, oh my God, that is, that I like that. That's key. But all right, I think we ought to go have a cold Mountain Dew for a minute because I worked up a sweat just doing that.
Couldn't agree with you on that one.
And we'll go play with that Rex.
Let's go for it.
All right. All right. Well, we're still on the Mountain Dew break, but we're over here with the Rex 600X, and why don't you tell us a little bit about this, Matt?
Absolutely. So this one is a complete unit. Hopper is attached. We have a this one has a multi-wedge knife, which we'll show you in a second. Has the cleaners for like the other one, but this is a bigger area. This one happens to have a dual hand control system, but again, we can do single, we can do foot pedal. We have a discharge conveyor, does have a remote for your height adjustment. It does have a waste cleaner at the end to get rid of some of that trash. And Yanmar diesel motor. And what do you think? Probably the shiniest fuel tank you've ever seen.
I like shiny stuff. That's pretty. And the roof, this all folds into one unit because it's a trailer, and you can haul this down the road. So this is portable, correct?
Absolutely. And if you notice now, it doesn't take up as much room as you thought. Could have been in your yard already.
I know. You guys, they really tried to get us to take this last year, but you guys sent this over with Mike Morgan, correct?
Yes,
this
this
is the unit that the Morgans had.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Nice.
And the paint's still all there, and he put it through some good abuse as well, dumping logs in.
Oh, I watched every one of them. I'm like, that's a pretty kind of a neat rig. I mean, it's certainly going to get the job done. I'm kind of looking forward to firing this thing up and hoping I don't break it.
We'll let you try.
All right, let's get things fired up and let's bust some wood.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
So what'd you think?
Definite big upgrade over that one. This will send some wood out through in a hurry.
Definitely cranks.
Yeah, it does. You know what? I'm going to just start out with. We'll do what I liked and what I didn't like, because that's what I am. I'm going to tell you what I don't like about it.
I want to hear the honesty.
I hope I'm not going to hurt your feelings, but the height is perfect, you guys. This is perfect. I mean, what are we? 36.5 inches. That's perfect for me, and I'm what, 5'10", 5'11", something like that. Just like that one, you guys nailed the height. That is spot on. This has got the added cleaners.
It's a little bigger than the other one, yes.
For when you're bringing your rounds across, and you can see that, I mean, the sawdust is down below, the back, and I mean, all this stuff just, it falls out, so you're not having as much on the table, but you can see this still some, but most of this comes from actually splitting. The hopper feeder, and it's all one unit, but I like this one has the bars going out because this is offset. I'm assuming because of that, the outfeed conveyor.
It is, and to bring the wood straight to the operator.
I got you. All right, but it all flows good. The one thing that I thought I was really going to hate, you guys, was the handles. I'm wrong. I wouldn't want to run it without the handles. I would not want a foot pedal on this. I know I told you before we even made the video, I'd want a foot pedal.
I've heard it before.
I know. No, absolutely not. There's no need for it. You're just putting the round in. You're not going to lean across this table and hold your hands in there while that's splitting. And you're not turning the round like you would on my knife that's a single.
Or
I'm
the
always
Super X.
turning, or like that.
Correct.
I'm turning it with my hands. There's no turn in this. You just keep pushing the wood through. Yeah, it had plenty of popcorn. I mean, that'll cut and split, and it cycles plenty fast. I don't know what the cycle time is on it, but it's plenty fast.
I believe it's around 5.
5,
I believe.
Okay.
5, 6.
It does a good job. I still like that conveyor feeding the rounds in. That's just. Let's go around the back side and check out the other side.
So what do you think about the waste cleaner and the trash coming out?
There's not a lot of trash, really. I mean, a lot of that is burnable wood, so it really gets rid of all the trash. I'm looking over here in the pile. I mean, there is a couple little slivers, but this is pretty clean wood, and I want to show them this. Look at what I was splitting with that thing, you guys. That had no issue at all going through that nasty, twisty, crappy piece of wood. I couldn't split that with my splitter. It wouldn't do it. So that says something for how many ponies it's got under the hood. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm from Maine. I don't have all the fancy terms.
What do you think about the knife setup on the backside? I don't think they got to see that yet.
No, this is where I'm kind of going to go. Well, let me go over on this side here, and I guess this is something that it would probably work for everybody, but this is, geez, it's got to be 5 inches across. So I guess that's my dislike, because it makes too big of wood, you know, for what I mean, a lot of people would call that a one-hander, but I would normally split that
in half?
Split that smaller.
Luckily enough, we do have the option of customizing those.
Really?
Yeah. So this one happens to be a demo unit, but we can get it
those
a little closer, add another one if needed for the customer. We would change the blade out. That's not an issue.
Really? Okay, so I guess that's not a negative. That's customer service. This is what we're looking for, you guys. A lot of places you don't get this kind of customer service, and I mean, you can drive right here and talk to you. That's what we did. So,
Absolutely. We have the equipment in Long Island, New York, and we also have our Rock Hill, South Carolina location where we can do demos, and
Yeah.
sometimes we got some stuff sitting down there.
Well, that was probably my biggest. Well, I had one other complaint.
Oh, I know what it is.
Do you?
I think I do.
There's no can holder for my
I
Mountain
knew
Dew.
it. The Mountain Dew holder. The Mountain Dew holder's missing.
Other than that, I don't have, and I mean, I'm straight up with you guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If I don't like something, I don't like it. And I was wrong about the foot pedal. I was calling this out, but that's something you guys can change.
Absolutely can.
I'm sure if there's something else that somebody sees, an improvement, that, you know, if they're here in person talking to you, that you could probably fix or change out something, maybe. I don't know.
There's been things in the past that people have called and asked me, and as long as they call and ask, we probably already do it as an option. But just got to call and ask, and we'd be happy to entertain it if we don't do it already.
Now, I think we already put the tape up to this. This was, what, 19 inches tall?
18.
18 inches
18.
tall, okay. So 16-inch wood's going to go through that, no problem. The throat on this was 23 and a quarter.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean it's only got to be 23 and a quarter, because I bet you could probably get a 30-inch round. You might have to pull it away and spin it, work from each side, spin it, and then send it through sideways. It's hard to explain, but
You're 100% correct. We've done it.
okay.
We've done up to a
All
30,
right.
32 at one of the shows we were doing demos, and you are correct. You just have to spin it
Yeah,
and
takes a little bit
position it.
more.
Takes a little getting used to, putting the wood through to do the sizing as well.
Yeah,
but
I can see where
you
it
start
all
finding little
takes-
tricks as you're running it.
Well, I noticed on the backside, there's little dots on the backside where these are welded.
You found the cheat.
So that's a cheat. Okay,
That's how
I
you know
wasn't
where the
sure.
knives are to
I
position the
assumed
wood.
that was a welding mark, and that's where the blades were, so you can line it up to try and get it centered. Now, I was sending stuff through, you know, like this, and just sending it and splitting it in half to my size. But yeah, this is pretty slick. Okay,
It's different.
it is, and there's a lot of options you can get with this as well. You were telling me, right?
There is. If someone doesn't like the hopper, doesn't have the room, they do offer a log lift on this.
Okay.
And you can do no conveyor if you don't have the space and room. Some people don't have it.
That's a must-have. You'd have to have this. That puts out wood too fast.
This is why you see
gotta
it
have
this
to
way.
get rid of it.
Yeah,
There's no.
it really does crank.
You would not want one of these without the conveyor. That just sends wood out. It's almost like a wood processor, other than it doesn't cut the wood for you.
Correct.
But
Correct. But we have a solution for that. We offer another machine that cuts that can dump right in.
you have a solution for everything.
Just about.
Nice. This is what I mean. This is customer service, you guys. So there's something that attaches to this that they can get extra that
Yes.
cuts the wood?
Yes, there's a whole nother machine. Chainsaw or circular saw unit. They have a machine that'll do up to a 41-inch round that'll cut the log and dump into here. Now, it's not one whole machine. You do need another operator, but solves the problem, and it takes care of a lot of that crooked wood and
Well,
everything
one guy
else.
could run that, fill your hopper up.
Absolutely.
And then come run this.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Well, I've been having fun. I don't know about you. You haven't got to run anything yet, but
I've seen it run.
maybe we'll do that a little bit later. One question I want to ask you, Matt.
Go ahead.
We've never really done this before, but these guys watching might want to buy something like this. What can you do for these guys above and beyond the average person that like calls you or sees you at a show or whatnot? Can you give them some sort of a deal, discount or something?
Absolutely. You know, I seem to have a solution for quite a few things.
He does.
So-
I figured I'd put him on the spot. Why not?
Hit me with it.
Yeah.
So if you email or call me, please mention Allen Family Firewood, Rex. If it's something on the Rex side, you get 1,000 off. And let's not forget, if you mention Allen Family Firewood Super Axe, that would be for the 4150, or even the hopper, you would get 500 off.
The hopper feeder.
And the
Okay.
hopper feeder, again, those are 2 separate units over there. You can buy just the hopper.
Right.
Nice.
And we have plenty of things in stock and more on the way.
And
All right. And if you want to talk to Matt about pricing or any of that, because there's so many different options and, you know, separate pieces, I've put his information up top. Just feel free to contact him. He's easy to get along with.
Oh, yeah.
And,
oh yeah.
not scary at all.
And if you come here, he'll probably take you out to breakfast.
yeah, that was good.
I'm
Thanks.
setting you up. He took us out to breakfast.
Lucky I'm walking it off all day.
Oh, yeah.
He put the feed bag on us this morning and fed us good.
Very hospitable.
Absolutely. All right, so we're
This
going to
is
wrap
it for this one.
for this video, but this isn't the end of it. We're going to take the second half of the day and make another video so we don't overwhelm you guys. We're going to go play with some of the big boy toys over there. I mean, they're a lot bigger than this, and get you running some equipment, deal.
All righty then.
So
Let's do it.
why not? All right. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Take care.